What's good, guys? Welcome to week 5 of Talk Like Adults. We are your hosts. My name is Monkey Business.
My name is Free-Innovations.
And I'm Jay Meeks at JYMEEKS.
Not to be confused with Jeremy Meeks. Anyways, we also have Ray's going to be joining us later. So be ready for that.
In this region over here.
And welcome back. So I guess we should get back into our topics today.
Yes.
Mine is EDM. Do you guys feel like it's kind of like taking over the mainstream? Before it was all pop music, hip hop. Now it seems like EDM is kind of making the rise a little bit.
The pops, the hip hops.
And the rapidy rap. The
rip rap. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys agree, disagree?
EDM, myself, I like it. I enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I know the names of the people who do make that music or the DJs or anything like that. But if I'm at a club or a rave or an event, then I'm going to be like bobbing my head, bouncing up and down, all that kind of stuff. It's good.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say it's taking over in general. Definitely in the club scene, it's for sure taking over. Definitely, enjoyable to listen to at events and stuff like that. As far as like favorite DJs or anything, I don't really have a favorite DJ. I guess I have a favorite like group that kind of blends into that whole genre. Classics, I listen to them a lot on the Pandoras. They're a lot of fun, and I like the music that comes up on that channel as well. So yeah, that's my overall opinion on it.
Yeah, it's like you said about the whole club scene. I remember growing up, we used to always go to clubs, and remember our friend JB back in the day? He would always say, "Oh, there's a type like electro club. You guys want to go? We'd be down." But now it's getting kind of harder to find the hip hop clubs. I feel like because most of the clubs that used to be top 40, their top 40 is now becoming electro dance music. So it seems like it's on the rise. Even like Lil Jon's making his own EDM kind of tracks.
Trying to get some of that dough, that EDM money.
Everyone's making the switch.
You
got Usher making some music like that too.
You got to
Kid Cudi
diversify
has
your
a kind of
bonds.
like a EDM type feel to him on a couple of his tracks, which is pretty cool.
You think it's sort of like a little fad that's going on? Because even Power 106 is playing some of the EDM tracks on their radio station.
I mean, who can really say if it's a fad or not? People said that about pretty much every genre. Hip-hop, the pop locks, all that stuff, They said it's a fad. We still got the music today, so.
Pop locks.
The pop locks, the hip-hops, the stop, drop, and rolls, all the stuff. You don't know.
Fad, I don't know. I think it's just a new thing that, is coming up. It might stay around for a long time. It might not be big forever, but I think it'll still stay around because it's, good music.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I thought about A$AP Rocky. Oh, man, that one track he has. I think it's, who's it?
Wow for the Night.
Yeah, Wow for the Night. Oh, my gosh, that song is too hard. So
A$AP
I
Ferg played that last night, and that's not even his song. That's how turnt that song is.
So, yeah, I could see it staying on for a while. Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, even with the surgence now of like the whole electronic music, because I listened to it growing up, a lot of people thought, "Oh, that's repetitive. That's techno." Everything was just techno. Now it's got like a whole different kind of umbrella.
The people you're talking to sound mad.
Yeah,
That's pathetic.
That's my parents right there.
Repetitive.
That's repetitive.
That's pathetic.
Techno.
But it's becoming more of a thing. People are understanding it a lot more. I feel like people aren't just saying like it's all techno. Now it's house. Now it's trance. Now it's trip hop or what's that stuff called? Trap shit.
Trip hop.
I'm telling you, the
Trip
hip
hop's
hops,
different.
pop locks, it's all good. Like I said before, it's all good.
Even all the festivals are taking over the whole thing. Like EDC used to be like a smaller, not a smaller rate, but there it was known as a massive. There you go.
It was known as a massive, but there's like 20,000 people, and now there's like 200,000 people. They go to it, and it's 3 days instead of one night.
So all the massives that we used to go to, EDC Together as One, the Halloween one, whatever that one's
They
called.
should have been called Tinies because they're not that massive in comparison.
Now they're just regular raves. Even like, how is the music festival Coachella? Is that kind of EDM a little bit more now?
So they have 4 stages. One stage is pretty much dedicated to EDM, Sahara Tent, and they have it way back in the corner. They're like, we invite you to the party, but you're not really accepted with the rest of our stages. But it's
the outcast group.
Yeah, but it's starting to gain traction. Like you said, becoming more popular, more mainstream. Soon, it might be the third turnover or something like that instead. But we'll see what happens.
Do you have a favorite artist? Is that still yours classics? Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah, it hasn't changed from a few months ago.
And Jay, you don't really have one, do you?
Basically, I don't have a favorite artist, but I do like the genre type of music where they got the fine ass woman vocals. When I hear the vocals, I think they're fine ass women. They're probably like fat and ugly, but
anything come to mind?
no, nothing really comes to mind.
Pretty much
because I don't really know the genre that way. But yeah, any kind of soulful type house beat or whatever like
soulful
that,
house music is always the
or
best.
whatever with a bad bitch singing the vocals, I enjoy that. I enjoy that big time. So
Good choice. Soulful House has always been like my shit. Although right now, I think Cascade's my favorite EDM artist right now.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Good
I
choice.
kind of like the whole. I'm digging the whole little switch for a little bit at least.
Speaking of switches and knobs and on and off buttons, I want to know what your guys' favorite console is. Now, it could be a handheld, and it could be literally a console system. I know a few come to mind, really near and dear to my heart. Not my favorite one or whatever, but up there. Game Boy Color. All right, this is where they flip the script. They're like, for 15 years you got the little black and green screen. Now you got 8 colors. What are you gonna do with them? I don't know. Maybe play Pokemon. So Game Boy Color is kind of up there. Yeah. Kind of up there, a little bit on my list, but just to dive right into my favorite system, N64, guys. N64.
64 bits.
60. Now you got 64 bits, and not 8 colors, right? So they always give you some kind of numbers you're not expecting.
It all has denominations of 8.
All right. Well, math. So, one of the main reasons why I like it, one of the first games that I played for it was Mario. Now I remember. I say one of the first games because that game was sold out so quickly. Everywhere. I think it took like a few months for me to grab it until it came out. But I remember turning on the game and you're right there in a grass field and it's 3D. So I remember like looking to the side of the screen to try to see more, but nothing exists. It blew my mind. My little 8 or 7 year old mind.
Your 8-bit mind.
And whatever age I was. But not just that, just the library of games, the fact that they stuck to cartridge rather than CD, just so many fond memories with that system, and N64, man.
N64 was a good system.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the first system that had the Killer Instinct. Is that?
I don't know about that.
It
definitely was a launch title.
No.
But I want to say no, too, because it was Killer Instincts Gold, so that was obviously not the first one at that point. So, yeah.
But,
dope soundtrack.
Bringing up Killer Instinct, I like the, I like that game a lot. That was the first time I actually played it, and I was a little kid back then, so it was real like impressive.
That was the first game I played for the console too.
Nice.
It was the only one that didn't sell out.
It wasn't the first game I played for the console, but it was definitely one of
not what you said.
The first games that I played for the consoles. So it was real cool.
A Wild Ray has appeared.
A Wild Ray has appeared. And he's wearing a Barcelona shirt. Everybody, shout out to Barcelona if you like them.
Are you from Barcelona?
Oh,
that's weird.
España?
Bandwagoner Barcelona fan.
Hey man, it's just a shirt from Nike.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Hey, just wear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as N64 is concerned, I thought it was cool. My favorite games are Smash Brothers, GoldenEye. I played Turok a lot, although I hated the game. I don't know why. I just kept on playing it. It was kind of cool.
You could have done anything else.
I could have done everything else. And Mario Kart. Those are like my games. If I was around my family, I got a huge family. We played Mario Party. And that was very fun, but only in like family type environments.
The topic, for your knowledge, is favorite console. It could be handheld or console. So it's not really console, it's favorite system, I guess.
Favorite system. So that being said, I do very much like the Nintendo 64. But my favorite system has to be probably the PS2. The reason why I picked the PS2 is because I haven't really played the PS3, so I don't really know how to compare those two. I'm sure the PS3 is way better than the PS3 is way better than the PS2. But for the lack of me playing it, I'm going to go with the PS2. And it came with my favorite game of all time on
DVD
the PlayStation. The DVD player was a hit. I
was just about to say my favorite console is the PS3 because of I can use Netflix.
Very nice. My favorite game on the PlayStation 2 has to be Final Fantasy X. And that was just like, I'm not really into those Final Fantasy type games. I actually used to always hate them growing up. But when that game came out, I was just addicted to it.
Didn't you play the water tetherball game?
Water tetherball.
Blitzball was my shit, man.
You mean water tetherball?
If I played PS games, it was usually sports games. Madden or NBA 2K. I hate it live. So if you like live, get out of here.
Oh yeah, 2K destroys.
Get
it.
a
2K
life if
destroys
you
it.
like
That's it.
live.
Yeah,
Huh?
get a life if you like
what,
live.
What was the first or that year where all the 2K sports were $20? It
Oh,
was
yeah.
2005 or something.
Ridiculous, but
That year just killed EA Sports, dude.
But 2K series was amazing. Just all around, PS2 was just like a big chunk of my childhood. So I played a whole bunch of sports games. Blitzball on what you call it
sure there's a joke
on
there.
10, which is why I loved it. And there was one more game I wanted to mention with the PS2, but I can't remember. Oh, I think it was actually a PS1 game, but I played a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics
Yeah, it
on
was.
PS2. So it was just part of my memory, and that's my game, my system.
Nice.
I think my system would definitely have to be the PS3, mainly because of the Blu-ray feature. I remember back when I was getting that game system, I was like, you know what, I want a Blu-ray. But back then when it came out, I didn't want to spend all that money on it.
Blu-rays themselves were already like $200.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not get 2-in-1 little combo? Get the games and the Blu-ray, and then finally got a Netflix account, so
Nice.
Netflix kills it.
remind me about that.
Yeah.
Graphics for its time were amazing.
I mean,
like
even now.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I still play the games, and I'm like, dude, what's the difference between this and PS4? How much better can it get?
Ho ho ho. PS4 is like
Shots
life.
fired.
Crap. PlayStation, step your game up again.
You always think like, how can it get better? And they bring out a new system, and it looks a lot more polished.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But the main reason why I like PS3, besides that, is I could download Final Fantasy VII for PS1. I played that game on almost every system I could play it on, except for PC. I didn't get it for that.
Oh.
Downloaded for the PSP. I got a PS1, PS3.
Now you're gonna play on the Vita. You gotta replay
Ooh.
it again.
What game was this?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
My favorite Final Fantasy ever.
The one with the big sword and the even bigger hair.
I know. I thought he was gonna say Kingdom Hearts though, because I remember him having a whole bunch of those games too.
I have almost all of them, missing a couple. Only thing is I can't play them because I got the PS2 version. Can't play it on PS3.
Yeah.
Mine's not backwards compatible.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So that kind of bummed me out. You know, PS3 loses points for that right now. Loses a little bit of points.
You know they're bringing out that PS Go now. Is that what it's called?
PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's,
It's like Netflix for the Sony library.
Yeah,
I heard it
Oh,
was
really?
called PlayStation Now, but you have to wait till later. to
Yeah,
play.
so they announced,
So it's not
they
in the-
announced it at E3, but you gotta wait till next month.
Yeah,
so,
it should be. I thought it was out in October. They're just beta.
oh,
testing
they're
right now.
you're right. They're just baiting it. So yeah, you gotta wait a little bit, but it'll probably be worth it, maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah, so you said PS2. You said PS3. Did you already chime in?
Nintendo 64.
with a like
N64.
close runner-up Game Boy Color.
I'm honestly gonna throw this out there. It might be a curveball to you guys, but my
Atari.
favorite system is the Wii.
Ooh,
Like it's
Curveball.
it doesn't have my favorite games. It doesn't have like the best graphics. It's not. I don't even think you can use Netflix on it. You might be able to.
you might be able to.
You could.
But
might
the
be
reason
able
why I
to.
say
It
Wii
sucks though.
Yeah.
is it's the first system that made me feel like I was a kid again. Like I like when I played Nintendo, I was like, ooh, video games. After that, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Game Boys, it was all like my first experience on Nintendo. Wii was the first time I felt like, dude, this is something new.
Reinvigorate it.
It was innovative.
Yeah, very.
The way it made you get up and get into the game
Yeah.
was a lot different. Instead
Well, really, the way it made Wii get up and play the game.
of, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He drank that beer. But see
Until
that
we became you, and then it made we and you.
and us.
Yeah.
I'm just confused now.
Yeah,
I know old people played it, so it must have
mind
been good.
paradox.
Yeah, it was just different. Like I commend Nintendo for what they did. Like they kind of messed it up with the Wii U by naming it the Wii U.
Yeah.
People were really confused.
Yeah.
They thought it
I'm
was just the
still
gamepad.
confused.
But the cool thing about it was everywhere else, like PS3, Xbox 360 went graphics. They went, let's have more fun. That's what games are supposed to be.
Yeah.
So instead of competing with them in a sense, I think they competed with themselves, which made them a little bit better from was it GameCube
Yeah,
to the Wii.
definitely way better as far as sales go. GameCube did terrible. I think it was their like, second or third
Project
worst
Dolphin
selling.
they used to call it.
Yeah, but Wii is, I believe, their biggest selling console of all time.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
outselling the Xbox 360
It
and the
outsold
PS3
all,
for a
all
while?
all the other consoles with higher graphics and everything like that. So
Nintendo, I think, was on the brink of bankruptcy before it too.
before it, yes, and they're getting back on.
About to say it back again.
Getting back on track to bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Even though the higher ups, they took a pay cut just to better their
Yeah.
their
Yeah,
system.
but that was like 2 years ago. Not much has changed. So
But once Smash Brothers comes out,
Then some
they'll
things
make a
are
little bit of bump.
I know they started getting a little bit more sales once Mario Kart came out. Fantastic game.
The game was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
The colors and everything looked lifelike for a cartoon.
Well,
Or something like that. Like it
I
felt.
would say it
Polished.
looked very fantasy like.
Maybe that's what I'm going for.
yeah. Yeah.
See, with Mario Kart 8 also, it's the first time they actually, or not, I guess not first time, but they actually just added a whole bunch of new features in it. Like, it just felt like a new game. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the first time you play Mario Kart again. Like, there's so much more now.
Yeah.
It's not just like you're driving on a course.
I love the colors in that game. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I can say. It's just
The colors, Duke.
they
the
are
colors.
vividly wild. They make you feel like you're at a light show or a rave or something like
You're
that.
at a light show. Those are the good places.
You're
Light
getting a
show
light
is so
show
much
at a
fun.
rave. But yes, very good game. Very fun.
Yes, I agree. Best game for the console, probably. All right,
So
guys,
far, at
that was
least.
just my ponderings and my wonders. I thank you guys for indulging your thought brains.
With our thought brain.
And our brain jelly.
So now we get on to my topic, and my topic is a little bit more adult. It's bringing back something that Fran brought on, Marry, Fuck, Kill, MFK, MKF, however you want to do it. That's the way
FMK.
it is. FMK. That works too.
Thank you.
But since we are in the season of World Cup, I decided to do it soccer related. Now, it doesn't have to be necessarily World Cup related, but I'm going to go with soccer related. And we're going with women of soccer people. Great. So, my three women that I choose is Fanny Nguesha, not to be confused with Franny, who was sitting right here. And everyone just left me, so welcome to J Meek's Hour, or J Meek's 5
We have
minutes.
another team.
I'll be happy to go ahead and continue now that they're back. Fanny Nguesha, not to be confused with Franny. She is very beautiful.
You don't
lady.
say she and point at me.
She is a very beautiful lady, and
Lady.
you can look her up right now. I believe she's the girlfriend of Mario Balotelli. She is just damn right sexy and just all of the above. The next person I have on here, I put her on here just kind of as a joke, but she is the surprise reporter at the Mexico game. She became really famous while she was watching the Mexico game, and she acted surprised during a specific event in that game. And someone took a picture of her. It was kind of candid, and they put it up on Instagram, and it just blew up all over, social media. It became a trending topic. It was crazy. We'll have this picture here so you can take a look at it, and you'll see why I added her to MFK.
Do you also have the pictures here? So that...
Nah, I have no
I
idea
also
what
have
you're
the
talking
pictures
about.
here. Oh, Ray doesn't have the pictures yet because he came a little late. But that is, yes, that's Fanny. You could Google surprise girlfriend. Surprise reporter
girlfriend.
for the Mexico match. And then the third one is Victoria Beckham. I just put her in there because I think she's kind of hot, and she is of course David Beckham's wife. So that's soccer related. So Marry, Fuck, Kill. I'm gonna start. Number 1, Mary. I'm gonna go with Fanny Nguesha just because her skin color is just perfect. It's just beautiful. Her lips are amazing, and she's something that I would want to be with for the rest of my life every day. Just to wake up and look at her, and just to make her breakfast, or rub her feet or some shit like that. I would love to do that for her. She's that beautiful. They don't do that shit, but I guess I'm more freakier than they are. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, making
that was
breakfast is
freaky?
fucking freaky, dude.
Rubbing feet.
Oh.
Some people think rubbing feet is freaky.
Well, like if you're making it freaky.
I would
to
make
rub
it a
the
freaky
shit out
thing.
these feet.
I would get into it with her. But that is my Mary. Fuck, I'm gonna have to go with Victoria Beckham because she is bomb. She is a Spice Girl. I did like the Spice Girls music growing up. I was very attracted to Scary Spice. She was like my number 1, of course, because she was black. But I also did like Victoria Beckham, and I did like the girl with the red hair. I don't know her name, but she was pretty bomb for her age back then. Now she's just kind of
Ginger
like old.
Spice?
I don't know the one.
Is that real? Is that a real
I don't
name?
even know. Yeah, but she would be my fuck. I would demolish her if she wasn't with David Beckham. Sorry, David, if you're watching this. And the kill has to go with surprise girl from the Mexico match. The reason why I picked her in the first place was because her surprise look. You'll see right here, her mouth gets open so wide. I think that would be nice to fuck her once in the mouth, maybe, because it just is any mouth that opens that wide and big enough to fit that is just perfect. So, although the rest of her looks aren't that great, she does have beautiful eyes. That's something to be amazed to look at while she's doing that thing with her mouth. So I added her in there, but unfortunately the other two choices were a little bit better, so I had to go ahead and kill her off. So she gets a what do you call that?
A
round
kill?
of applause, a swift kill.
She gets a
from me
round of
today.
applause?
A round of applause.
Dearest, I know
I should
that-
probably go
yeah,
do this.
Yeah, you should do
I'm gonna do this. So me, I would have to marry Fanny Nguesha because she has them lips. She looks pretty damn good. I like to make her dinner sometimes, rub her back because I'm freaky. So she's pretty bomb. Sorry, Mom, but it's late for watching our show. David Beckham's girlfriend, she's all right. I give her a swift poke. Give her a little poke. Put in the butt one time. Whatever.
Okay.
And the surprise girl, just swiftly kill her off. She makes no sense to me in life. So
Right.
that was a Ray's turn.
Buddy,
Bye bye.
Body.
See ya.
Hello world.
bye at work.
So, yeah, I just saw the other two girls. Of course, I knew who Victoria Beckham is. Since I know her the best, she's gonna be my Mary.
You feel like
I've known her the longest.
You've got to know her.
You
and
know
it would
her
just
so
work out
well.
better. All right, I see what you
So
did.
that's my Mary.
All right.
Fuck would be the that girl with the banging body. What's her name again?
Fanny Nguesha.
Nguesha. Yep.
Fanny the Pack.
Not to be
And I would,
confused with Franny.
I would also kill Surprise Face Girl.
Yeah, I feel like everyone here had great options with their choices. I'm gonna flip the table and flip the script right now.
Whoa, don't flip the table. We might lose the mics.
Not strong enough.
I'm gonna marry the surprise girl because she's gonna be just as surprised about this as I am. All right, she didn't see it coming, and I didn't see it coming either. It just worked out. We just bonded, and that's
She's got the blue eyes.
we're soulmates. I know this. All right.
So if you see him, hit him up on Twitter or Instagram.
Now the Spice Girls girl, that was my first CD I ever bought. Spice Girls. And because that's fact, I'm gonna have to kill her in order to delete all traces of that. All right. Back when they had CD stores, the Tower Records, is this what it was?
Tower Records.
Records,
Wow.
yeah.
Yes, I bought that CD before I bought my Britney Spears CD, which was my next CD. All right.
Oh God.
These are not things you should be saying.
All right.
Hey, did you have the Spice Girls movie too?
No, I went to it on opening day. And it was not good enough for me to buy and to own in my home television arena. All right. Now the other girl, Fanny Pack. Now,
Franny, you're killing them with this one right here.
I know Fanny Pack is something you keep around your waist. You kind of get it locked into it, kind of like a marriage. Not me. Not me. I'm going to just hit it and quit it. I'm going to drop the pack, as it were. I'm going to lose the pack after one roundabout. All right?
With that skin color though.
It's a good... I don't have much of that.
With those lips though.
She can give me some of that. One time. Just one night. Is all I want with those lips. And then I'm good.
But that body though.
Like I said, luckily it'll be like a 12-hour night. We're gonna go for a few roundabouts. But after that, it's just back to me and my surprise girl. And after all these stories, she'll be just as surprised as I was. And we can have more bond about.
And have surprise children.
We're not we're not expecting those right now, as far as I know.
But you might be surprised.
And we might be surprised. And so that's my picks for the MIFK.
MFK.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Off of that topic, I'm gonna go into World Cup also. So that's a nice segue there from World Cup to World Cup.
Yes.
I hope you guys haven't talked about this before, but how do you feel about people cheering for countries other than their own? Me personally, when I have friends, even when it's their ethnicity, nationality, or obviously not their nationality, they're American because they live here, they're born here. But when it's their ethnicity, say for Korea or Mexico, even then I'm still kind of upset. Like, dude, you're from America. Cheer for America. Like, I understand cheering for if you're Mexican, a Mexican American, you cheer for Mexico secondary. But if
It should be first dairy.
first dairy should be America. So I don't know how you guys feel on that. Especially to me, when people are cheering for Germany when they are not German, when they're not German at all, when they're not German at all, or when they're cheering for Holland when they're not Dutch at all. You know,
So my feelings on this is we did actually have another take of this topic, and in it I very clearly stated I know nothing about soccer. So I referred back to one of our previous episodes, the bandwagoning episode. You can definitely check that out. We'll have it in the annotations. I'm gonna bandwagon on whoever is probably most likely gonna win. I'm Italian. I'm gonna just hop on that bandwagon. All right. I've lived in America my whole life. That's boring to root for them. Right? I'm gonna look like I know about the world and be like Italy. That's my pick. If I say America, I feel like that's the bandwagon I copped out on. I want to at least make it seem like I'm intelligent. So I'm gonna be like Zimbabwe.
you haven't watched any World Cup.
Italy, Zimbabwe.
And those are my teams.
Very nice.
Yeah.
The way I look at this, I approach it this way. You can be from America, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you've lived there your whole life. Like, you could be born in America and be an American citizen, but hey, if you have family that's Mexico or Mexican, and you've gone to Mexico, probably lived most of your life in Mexico, or spent a lot of time out there, you're gonna have some pride for
I was
that
gonna say,
place.
where'd you assume that?
Hey, there's a lot
No,
of
I
people
mean, like that makes sense. But like, if for something for you to relate closer to, friend, is I think you might have watched the Olympics.
Yeah, like
So it's like
not
same
the
type
winter
of-
one though. previous years, yes.
So what you're saying is sports, friend.
What I'm saying is sport.
Have you
Hashtag.
seen sports before?
I've seen sports in a few arenas on a few televisions more than a few times.
But I don't mind any person with dual, ethnicities rooting for a different national team. I think you're gonna have pride in what your ethnic group is, and therefore you're gonna root for that. That being said, I feel that way because I am of multiple ethnicities.
Same.
I am, of course, part German, so
of
I have a
course.
lot of family. Oh, well, not of course part German, but I am
He's
part German.
bandwagon German fan right there.
Fake.
I have a lot of family that lives in Germany. Shout out to them. I have been out to Germany and visited them. Stayed there for about two months. Spent a lot of time. What seems to me is a lot of time out there. So I have a connection with that. Therefore, I root for Germany. I've always have. I've rooted for America and Germany. On the other end, with Dre saying, I was born in America, so I'm always going to have national pride, and I always root for America.
America.
So in the instance that they're not playing each other, I root for Germany to win, and I root for America to win. In the instance that they are playing each other, I don't choose a side. I say, I hope that
when it's over.
I hope that it is a very good game, that both sides play their best, and may the best team win.
Cop out.
Unless it's basketball, then I always root for USA because basketball is my sport. So that's how I feel on that.
Yeah, I feel like basketball is also my sport, and whenever they make a goal, I always scream "Ole!"
Gole!
Gole! Okay.
Earlier last week is kind of tough for me because, of course, USA had to play Germany. Unfortunately, Germany beat USA.
I mean, they both got through to the knockout round, though.
They
so
both,
that's-
they both moved on, so that was a good thing. They were talking. There was a lot of talk about, tying the game purposely because they were going to go through if they tied it. And as a USA native, we kind of have this national pride of being USA. Like being the best, working the hardest that we can, never doing anything but our best. So that kind of aspect of tying, purposely tying, just made it kind of disgusted. But of course, USA didn't go for that. We always tried to go for the win. Shout out to Klinsmann. Much appreciation to him.
Yep.
Yeah, all the Klinsmen that clean the arenas after, we appreciate you, because they get messy.
Did you hear about the Japanese fans after they lost? They actually, all their fans ended up cleaning up in the
That-
stands after.
That's awesome.
First of all, that deserves a
Oh, just okay. I was gonna clap, but a slap. But
That was
deserves
adults
a
right
slap.
there.
we'll slap.
like adults. Like
Okay.
I have so much respect for them because the fact that they did that is just so amazing. Like nobody really does that. No team as a whole does that. And
Yeah, when there's parties at my house, no one cleans up after. So the fact that they cleaned up after the game is amazing. Good job.
amazing. So I hope that this becomes something that catches on. That other team sees, a change that happened and says, look, we can be a part of that too. And as citizens of the world, we definitely need to be able to pick up after ourselves and make a better progress at maintaining our Earth.
I really do hope this catches fire in the Game of Thrones. Harry Potter is gonna be so happy about this.
Trolling all day today.
This is his troll day.
Well,
National Troll Day for Fran.
well, I'm not under a table yet, so it's not beer pong. All right, guys. I think we've talked like adults today.
We've talked like adults.
We've slapped, and as always, thanks for watching. That was Darius.
I'm Jay. Can find me anywhere on any social media network at JAYMEEKS.
So to clarify, you're on all of
Wait,
them.
is there
I'm on all of them.
two E's or do you write out double?
There's 2 E's. You don't write out double.
Okay.
So MEEKS. I'm on every single social media there is.
Asian
There's
Avenue?
not Asian Avenue. I'm there. Black Planet. I'm there.
He's
MySpace. I'm there.
He's also on Google. Just Google Jeremy Meeks convict, and you'll find.
And you will find me.
you'll
I
find
am
me.
there in jail, and I'm also here at the same time
in jail.
in jail.
Yes.
Franlations jail.
Well, let's go.
So you can find me there. Yes.
Yeah, you can find me right here. You're watching us. I'm at Franelations on Instagram, at Franelations23 on the Twitters, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
You can find me on Twitter. It's at Franelations23. I'm on Instagram at Franelations.
Yes, he did make. He did actually make that username. This is true. And yeah, so thanks guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please do be sure to share it and thumbs it up. And yeah, till next time, guys.
Do your
Peace.
shoes.
Oh, you want to see what's on our feet?
On my feet today, I'm wearing socks as always, but these are the church kind.
He got
The ones that
fancy
you wear
on
on Sundays, since I just
It's
came
a
back
Sunday.
from church.
We do film these on Sundays, guys.
Usually.
Sundays, usually. So yeah, those are my sexy socks that I got there. If you like
Well-
them, you can buy them at defthebiz.com. Just kidding, we don't have those socks up.
Nope. So these are some flyer knits. They're flyer than most knits, and I like them.
What are those called? Fruity Pebble?
Yep, they are. Well, multicolored, but yeah, Fruity Pebble works. So,
They look like Fruity Pebbles.
yeah, they're fruity.
I got on my SBs again today. The Red Lobsters.
Mm.
Not to be confused with the
Blue lobsters.
Blue Lobsters.
Or the yellow ones
Or
that
the yellow ones that you can see. Some
Yes.
So once again, thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure to comment. Let us know how you think.
This video has been brought to you by Pizza. Bye.